Well, today I'm going to talk about how to build your credit if you don't have any credit. The first thing you want to do is check your credit report. Every year you have one free credit check and credit report from every bureau, I believe. And after you check your credit report, you can see if you have anything. Like if you don't have any credit, you shouldn't have anything. That's not necessarily bad, but if you're building your credit and you have something there, that means either you're a victim of identity theft or you might have got tricked in making a line of credit. So just to make sure, if you are a victim of identity theft and you don't recognize the account, you could call them. The credit report will show you a phone number of the either the collection agency or the place you got the line of credit from. You could call them and ask them why you have that line of credit if you don't recognize it, and then you could petition to remove it. It's a long process to get remove something from like your credit report if it is a mistake or if you're a victim of identity theft. But this shows you a snapshot of what you have. The next thing you want to do is get a secured credit card. The way I went is with the Bank of America because it's my bank and I thought it would be easier to get a line of credit with my bank. I've been with them for years. The first thing you want to do is get a secured credit card. Secured credit card is basically a credit card that you put your own money for a deposit, and then you get that deposit back within 12 months if you are responsible with your credit card. Like if you don't go over a 20% revolving credit. I'm gonna speak about that a little bit later. So you go up to almost $5,000, but you have to deposit your own money, and that's your line of credit. So if you deposit $300, that's your line of credit $300. It helps you build your credit history because it adds a line of credit that you didn't have there before, and then um, they'll return your deposit within 12 months. The only downsides to a secured credit card is the high interest rate because you don't have any kind of credit history. The bureaus and the bank is taking a risk on you. So even if you deposit your own money, they kind of take a risk on you. So they charge you a high APR. And for Bank of America, they charge you an annual fee of $39. It's a great way to build your credit, and then after you're done, you graduate into a regular credit card. But let me talk about revolving credit. Revolving credit is just for example, let's say it's $300. You have a credit limit of $300. You do not want to go over $60. The reason is, or 20% of whatever credit limit you have. You don't go over 20%. The reason is because if you go over 20%, you look kind of like risky to the bureau's eyes, to like the credit bureaus. You look risky in their eyes, because credit cards aren't supposed to be used like willy nilly. They're supposed to be used for like responsible purchases. So the thing I did was made a small purchase like breakfast or something every single day, and I paid it the next day. And that's one of the advantages of getting through your bank. That, for example, I bought something, let's say today, and as soon as it will show up on my account late that night, I will pay it off the next day. So I always will pay it off, and then my bank, my account will have a lot of transactions, but um, nothing on the account. So it'll be clear every month. And one of the benefits of having it clear every month and making all those transactions is your credit score. It goes up very fast. I had like a 500 credit score when I first started this, and then I within like 12 months I had a 740. I also the other benefit is you don't have to pay the interest rate if you have your account clear every month. And then also if you have a little bit of money in your account, your credit score doesn't go up as much. Um, you want to pay it off every month clear, so you don't have to pay the interest rate, and your credit score goes higher if you pay it off every month. Another tool I use that's very helpful, it's Mint. Mint makes you kind of responsible for your, like if you go on this website a lot, you will use a lot. You can link your bank account, like your checking and your savings. You can link your, like for example, I linked my student loan on this, so it'll show me how much I have in my student loan that I need to pay it off, and then it'll show you where you're spending your money. like with transaction wise. Just say you spend your money a lot on fast food, you can see all the fast food places you have within like a graph to show you exactly how much you're spending every month on fast food, or in a week, whatever time frame you want to look at. It'll show you exactly how much you're spending, and it'll show you your either like your monthly income every month, like your income and your cost every month, to show you if you're breaking even, if you're making money. It like basically it shows you like if you were actually a company, show you in graphs on what transaction you're using and the money you're receiving and all this other stuff. And also one of the great things is it shows you your credit score every month for free. So I've been using this tool for years now, and they barely started using the free credit score every month this past year, and I seen my credit score go up every month, and it's pretty accurate. I looked at other websites to see if the credit score is accurate, and it's pretty accurate from what I have in other credit bureaus, and it only shows you one um, credit bureau though. I think it's Experian, and it shows you that one, but it's free, so it's a good thing to use. It doesn't show you a credit report, so it won't show you all your like all the lines of credit you have, or if you have any debt or anything. But it shows your credit score to see if you're like progressing. Another thing about the credit bureaus, they take a long time to so things can show up in the account. So like if you have a line of credit or you have debt, it takes a while. So that's why I check it every quarter, or every 4 times a year, because it takes months for things to pop up in the account and clear out, or whatever happens. It takes a while, and not every credit bureau shows everything. I know I have a student loan, and it doesn't show in every single one. It only shows it on two. Then I have a um, medical bill that went to collections, and it only shows that in one credit bureau. But and they also vary a lot. Like one of my credit scores like a 740, another one like a 800, and they vary a lot too. Because you use different algorithms, and they I guess they put some lines of credit, like some debt credit or some debt higher than others, and they're all different, but they're around. You should be around 100 points of each other. If they're not, you got to check the one that's not the outlier and make sure that everything's correct. But if you like my videos, please subscribe. I'm gonna put the links in the description, and if you have any questions, please write them down in the comments.